afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judith Atkunda, and I work with an organization called Land It Uganda here in Uganda as a surveyor. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you to this wonderful conference, the Status Conference on Youth and Land, organized by Kenya Land Alliance and its partners, in which we are trying to look at the policy frameworks on youth and land there in Kenya, but also how we can leverage on the abilities of the youth to be able to build a more youth-centered land governance. I am happy to see all of you here, and I wish all of you a successful deliberations throughout the 2 days of the conference. Thank you so much, and you're welcome once again.
Hi, my name is Maria Mafara. Hello, everybody working with Natural Justice out of the Nairobi office. Natural Justice is a group of lawyers and researchers working in the grassroots with Indigenous people, local communities through 3 streams. We work to stand with communities, giving them that kind of dedicated one-on-one grassroots support from the beginning to the end to ensure that they can access the law, use it, understand it, and change it. We also work to affirm their rights. Where laws and policies exist that protect their rights, we ensure that communities have access to justice and access to the avenues that brings them closer to these laws and policy, and ensure that implementation is fair and equitable to the people that we work with. We also work to defend rights. This is where, especially in aspects of unfair compensation or unjust acquisition processes, we really work to stop some of these processes as they happen or before they happen. So yeah, I feel like where we are right now in a lot of the environmental, climate change, land, social justice, developmental issues that we have across the continent is one that we need to involve the youth. We keep saying this and we keep adding this to all of our portfolios, but practically we're losing out on a generation of people who not only would benefit from some of the changes we're agitating for now, but who we need to bring in this perspective of what the youth need for their own future. I would strongly encourage not waiting to be brought to the table, but to make sure that you put yourself in a position that you can't be ignored, that you will be acknowledged because you hold that knowledge, you will be acknowledged because you hold the expertise, and you will be acknowledged because you are the benefactor of whatever developmental project that they say that they're producing. Who should be the benefactor? So I'm just encouraging everybody, please just be active participants, not passive participants waiting to be included. You need to make sure that you force your way into some of these conversations. If you haven't been included, force your way in.
My name is Kitasi Wanga. I am the Land, Resilient Livelihoods and Emergencies Program Coordinator at Action Aid Kenya. Among the many work that we do with youth, we support youth to accelerate their land rights, to pursue their land rights, and sustainably use land to be able to facilitate, but also to strengthen their livelihoods. Thank you.
A very good morning from the cold Nairobi. Warm greetings from Pamoja Trust. My name is Orlando Samuel Ouko. I serve as the Executive Director Pamoja Trust. I would love to take this opportunity to continue welcoming you and joining you in the discussions around youth and land that is being hosted by Kenya Land Alliance collaboratively with other organizations like Pamoja Trust. We do believe that whereas land is a factor of production, the youth have got a central place to play in the growth of the various nations that they represent. It's our hope that the resolutions that come from the meeting shall then contribute into policy development, practice and implementation in the various countries that we represent. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
I'm Lorraine Kakaza, based in South Africa. I work as a national campaign field worker from the NGO called WOMIN. We work national and at the regional level. Our mission as an organization is to build women's movement, to challenge the destructive of extractivism and propose the development that responds to their needs as the majority of African women. 2020-2021 has been a challenging year as we're facing the global pandemic. We've seen many things taking place, the violence, police brutality, and the system itself change. Disaster that has been caused by climate change, activists around the environment trying to fight, and this has brought a huge amount of change. Land grab is the big issue that we are facing in South Africa right now, while the youth of South Africa don't have opportunity when it comes to alternative. I believe that if land will be there, they'll be having alternative to change their way of living, to depend on agriculture, doing agroecology as we are facing climate change. Women in many society, not only in South Africa, but in Africa, they are the heads of their household. In this difficult time, they are trying means to survive. Land has been taken away from women, from the youth, by the mining companies while signing deals while we are still in lockdown. Violence is also taking place. I feel like women, they are carrying the burden. People are no longer dying out of the pandemic that we are facing, but then they are dying out of the depression, anxiety, poverty, and hunger. I believe that if we can fight these together, we can conquer. I am Lorraine Kakaza, a strong human rights defender who also fight for change, who has been motivated by the forefront, women at the forefront, who's been fighting for land grab, extractivism, change, climate change, and the injustice. I believe that together we can do more. Thank you so much.
My name is Royce Sakatelewa. I'm the CEO for National Youth Council, Kenya. National Youth Council Kenya is a state agency that harnesses the youth voice to inform policy and legislation. And that informs why National Youth Council is a key stakeholder and an interested party to bring to you the 2021 Youth and Land Conference. Of course, brought to you and powered by the Kenyan Land Alliance. We have challenges of lack of information by the young people on land. We have lack of access to land in terms of financing, land being expensive. We have cultural barriers that we believe also deter us as young people in land ownership and tilling the land. And above all, we have challenges in terms stereotypes, where old people believe that maybe we should own land when you're old enough. Then the 2021 Youth and Land Conference is a platform where we are going to unpack this. land-related secure policies? What are there? What land reforms have been achieved until to date? So don't miss out as a young person in this conference. Let's come together. Let's make it bigger and better. Let's discuss this so that as an outcome of this conference, we're going to make sure that there is proper policy, there is proper legislation, and young people are empowered to own land, to develop land, and to participate in economic development. Welcome to the 2021 Youth and Land Conference, powered by the Kenyan Land Alliance. Thank you.
I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Kenya Land Alliance. Kenya Land Alliance is a membership organization that was set up in 1999 to bring together land sector and state actors. Kenya Land Alliance has members across 25 counties out of the 47 counties in Kenya. We partner at regional and international level to ensure that land justice is actualized. At Kenya Land Alliance, the membership fees, we have different membership fees. If you are an individual, let's say you work for the UN, or you work for the government, or you work for an academic institution, you can be an individual member and you'll be required to pay a membership fee of 2,000 shillings. If you're a CBO and you'd like to be our member, the membership fee per year is 2,500. If you are an NGO and you'd like to be our member, the membership fee is 5,000 per year. If you are an INGO and you'd like to be our member, the membership fee is 10,000. We have INGOs that are our members, like for instance, Habitat for Humanity. That said, some of the value additions include us disseminating your work, partnering with you, and even joint proposal and co-creation. And of course, we have the technical expertise to be able to support any work that concerns land. And when you're talking about land, according to our constitution, it consists of anything below the surface, on the surface rights, and above. So when you're talking anything land, be it renewable energy, be it extractives, be it surface lands, surface rights land issues, Kenya Land Alliance does that. On the issue at hand, on youth and land, Kenya Land Alliance mostly works with youth. We know that youth-centered land governance is timely, and it's time we came out and pronounced the need for land governance processes to be youth responsive. We appreciate in our country the exclusion of the youth has made land to be a very emotive issue, because the youth are never included, and thus it leads to them not being able to make decisions or not being consulted on matters land, especially when you're talking about matters local content in the extractive sector and in the mega projects. As Kenya Land Alliance, we want to promote youth agency. We advocate for the use of innovative ways like technology, like the social movement building that would be able to support youth not only to have surface rights, but to also translate their surface rights into economic justice, and also to be able to claim their identity and sense of belonging from their lands. I know we have challenges with issues like information dissemination, for us women, issues to do with patriarchy, culture, and social norms, issues to do with lack of awareness, issues to do with high illiteracy levels in some areas, especially when you're talking about technology literacy. But we are putting in place strategies, or we are bringing together youth to be able to develop strategies in their own language, in their own spaces, ensuring that their issues are not only considered but are followed through to the end. So as Kenya Land Alliance, it's a pleasure to have this convening, and it's first of many. We are hoping that by the time we are developing the policy brief that we will share with duty bearers, we'd be able to come up with practical strategies that youth can count on to be able to advance youth-centered governance, land governance.